So Marvel Snap's newest card is Anti-Venom, and this ability is potentially really big and impactful. On reveal, set the cost and power of your deck's top card to 0, which for things like, say, an Iron Man is amazing, right? It's already 0 power, and moving it to 0 cost is great. You can play a surprise Iron Man. You can effectively save 5 energy, and that's why I wanted to try it out in this deck that uses Iron Man so well, Living Tribunal. There are also some other great targets here to get discounted. Any of these, you know, high cost cards going to 0 can help you make some surprise plays out of nowhere, you know, like drop that 0 cost onslaught. Man, that can completely catch people off guard for those big surprise wins. This deck also was already running Luke Cage in many cases, so that wasn't really much of an ask. Luke Cage will shore up any power downsides from Anti-Venom, setting it back to its normal power. So even, you know, Tribunal shoots right back up to 9, and you didn't lose anything thanks to that Luke Cage. And perhaps more importantly is the kind of top card package that is already so successful in this deck with Jubilee and Iron Lad and Howard the Duck that gives you the guidance you need to make great decisions. Anti-Venom kind of plays like another Jubilee or Iron Lad, like, you know, finding that key top deck card and discounting it, helping you kind of cheat that into play a little bit later. But there are some important distinctions I want to call out, right? Number one, Jubilee and Iron Lad get the stats into play immediately. So like you can have a Sarah on the board on turn 4. Anti-Venom doesn't do that, right? He might discount the Sarah and then you play the Sarah on turn 5. You're maybe not still mad about that. That's still pretty cool to have a 0 cost Sarah, go ahead and play an Iron Man next to it, whatever. That's not a problem, but doesn't have quite as much of that same immediacy as Jubilee or Iron Lad. Also, the same problem is happening on the final turn where, you know, if you've got a Living Tribunal trapped in deck and you need to dig it out, Jubilee and Iron Lad can do that. Anti-Venom can't. He just discounts that Tribunal in deck and you're still stuck without a Tribunal. So a notable downsides. The upside is more the kind of unpredictability, the informational advantage. You know what's 0 and your opponent does not. And I will say that does make an impact. We saw some retreats where basically I think Anti-Venom scared off the opponent, even though we had like a Ravonna or a Luke Cage or something. So does this card actually make this particular deck better? I'm not sure. We would need a lot more data to say that. It felt like a fine fit to me. I was happy to play it on many instances, but I don't know that it like materially improved the deck at all. And there were other times this felt like it did kind of sit and I preferred other options instead. Basically, my verdict is out, but I'm not super hopeful on this one yet. I think a fine fit in this deck. Nervous about it elsewhere. I just want to see the data roll in, see if anybody can find a list where this finds a lot of success and seems to materially improve the deck. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll definitely check out near the end of the week, see if anything pops up where Anti-Venom really stands out as a star. I just don't have the highest faith in this card, but I haven't given up hope yet quite either, because you're going to see some fun Anti-Venom moments in this video for sure. Space Throne. Good spot for Magic, actually, yeah. Anti-Venom, no Howard. I feel like when I get to Howard, I have all bad results anyway, so it's like sometimes I'd rather just shoot blind, you know, take my chances. Savage Land. Man, Goose and Savage Land together are tough because I don't really have a good spot to play a big dump lane. My stack is really limited here. I mean, Luke Cage makes Necrotia acceptable. Sarah shenanigans can get us into Necrotia, but it's really hard. So we're probably gonna have to stack up on this Sarah in many cases and just be mindful. I think I like Iron Lad better early. Sarah's a good hit. Onslaught is maybe not such a good hit though, is the only thing. Kind of bad maybe. Anti-Venom does let a card get into Necrotia. Sarah, nice. Oh, Anti-Venom can even go mid himself now. Beautiful. Okay, that's actually kind of sick. Anti-Venom for the opponent as well. Goose and Anti-Venom together. What a tech, dude. I really think that's cool. I like that a lot. That's fun. Did we just go Mystique here maybe? Like we said, it gives us a lot more access because now I can play like Iron Man mid, play Sarah mid, Tribunal. No, not Tribunal. We have Tribunals. We're not worried about power getting locked in here necessarily, right? We clearly want this Anti-Venom to hit Onslaught, I guess, right? That seems like the dream. We also kind of need a Luke Cage maybe at some point. gonna be -1 now, bro. It's gonna be -1 power, isn't it? Whoa, Wong Zabu is so sick. It actually is Luke Cage, and he is -1. That's really amusing. Okay, we just do not know what is gonna happen here. Like Onslaught, you want. I mean, it don't really matter actually. If it's Onslaught, it's you know, if it's here, it's fine. We put Iron Man here and Luke left. If we draw an Onslaught though, he's gonna cost 4. We can play him with Iron Man left. That's the dream, really, maybe. We get the max stats stacked into the Onslaught spot. That was a fun sentence to say, dude. That was fun. It's Ravona instead. Okay, so now we just need to hit this 50-50 maybe. Oh, the Luke Cage, dude. It's beautiful. It's actually so, oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I love it so much, dude. I kind of wish I didn't have to put Luke here. Oh, well, no, I was gonna say I'm like worried about Alliance or something, but no, it doesn't actually matter. I don't think they're ready for this, dude. This game's beautiful. Cyclops is fine. Agent is totally fine. This is so spicy, dude. The Luke Cage for the Anti-Venom coming in so clutch, dude. Wait, did we even need it? It looked like we were winning anyway. Wait a minute. It didn't matter because all our power was big. It didn't even matter, dude. All our power was here. We had so much just off these two, and I guess Tribunal was still pretty big too. Yep, that's a good game. Thank you. Surprise Luke Cage. Okay, Luke buddy. Luke into Anti-Venom is the new what's a good example of a combo that's not actually that good? Luke into Anti-Venom is the new like Sauron into Typhoid Mary, which actually historically was good for a while, maybe not so good anymore. That might actually hurt them, like swarms and stuff. Let's start off Central Park. This is good for our Iron Mans, right? I think Luke into Anti-Venom is fine, for the record. Just not great. Maybe not even as good as Sauron into Typhoid Mary. That could be decent. I'm not sure Luke is decent. If we go Jubilee, we are getting a little tight on space potentially, but we need to cheat a Tribunal, maybe an Anti-Venom. Iron Man is not what we wanted to cheat, actually. That makes Mystique really hard to play for. Like, you still have Onslaught space. There's still lines to take here, but ultimately it's a little clunkier than we'd like. Sarah goes here. We can Onslaught here and put the Mystique here, but you also need power numbers here, right? So you kind of have to put Onslaught there. So it's probably Onslaught left, but then you can't Mystique next turn anyway, which doesn't really help you on the Sarah. So what is the Mystique doing? She's not really doing anything, you know? Also got to be thoughtful here about what this Wong is about. There's clearly going to be a freaking Gambit incoming. So what do I do about that? Like a few different problems to solve here. Maybe it's just this for now, and then you Onslaught left. I don't even, maybe you just do this. Like, what this Mystique is just doing nothing, right? It literally has no, well, I'll tell you what it could do. It could maybe do a Living Tribunal play. Because comping Onslaught, we know, does just jack squat, literally nothing. This card is going to be debuffed. We're not going to have time to get a Luke in, so. Okay, that's cool. It doesn't, we don't really need to play it. It's just a Tribunal. I mean, we will have like multiple Tribunals, like we said. So depending on what they hit here. Rodok on. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. Oh my god, that gives me space for Onslaught Mystique. No! God dang it! They teased me and then they took it all away, dude. They teased me and then it disappeared. Did you see that? Unbelievable, man. I mean, I guess we just play Onslaught for power, right? But this is going to be tough. Needle of Lear is not putting in a ton of work. It's going to be impossible to win mid, you know? If that Iron Man lives, dude, we are so clutch winning this game. We had the perfect Onslaught Mystique line. Now, is this an Odin is another question. Just scoring, that's not a problem. Bro! We get there! Tribunal adding 3 a pop here is actually pretty nice. The Luke Cage Anti-Venom surprise, dude. Let's go. How do we win this game with Iron Man getting deleted like that? That's so wild. They're really clutching it. The Luke Tribunal combo nuts. All right, Ravona and Anti-Venom, some stuff to do early. Mojo World, that can be a good one to win if you like win it hard, because then you get that 100 points to put into the Tribunal. Scaring people away from that can be pretty valuable on that note. So just getting into it early, and we don't really care if it fills or whatever, because Tribunal will redistribute. So really now we want to play anywhere except Mojo World for this. We could maybe magic this, but we don't have it. So Anti-Venom, I guess we'll play okay, that's fine. Now we can kind of go wherever we want, I guess. Jubilee off the top. Jubilee here doesn't really have anything we need to play early. Like we can play Onslaught and Sarah even next turn if this hits Onslaught, so I don't think there's a rush right now. And Starlight Citadel's fine for us. Oh, this is Luke Cage, you idiot. Dude, I've been playing for 31 minutes. This is the first time I've actually got to play a Anti-Venom into a Howard that I knew what I was gonna get. In that case, I mean, it's still whatever. It's Luke. I don't know. We know what it is. It's like we got Iron Lad next turn if we want. Like we can. Ain't nothing changing it really. It's fine. Bastos and Magic together. That's kind of cool. So Mystique is next. Not a good Iron Lad target. Nothing needed there. Not a good Jubilee target. Let's just go Sarah for now. We got all the good stuff in the deck still, dude. Mystique, Iron Man, Onslaught. We're gonna have to do some magic to pull all this out and still have time to play a Tribunal too. So like Iron Lad, Jubilee is gonna be pretty cheap. That's gonna cost 5 total. So like Tribunal maybe next turn with anything. No, you can't play anything with it, can you? Oh, you can play Mystique, but it doesn't do any good right now. Magic, what a crappy set of hits, man. I mean, are you better off with Mystique, Sarah? Because I'm only ever going to get like one of these. Well, no, I can get 2 actually. We can Jubilee into Iron Lad. Maybe Mystique, Sarah is worth it still then, just to create a little bit more opportunity if we what are we drawing? We're drawing Magic, yeah. So I can't actually get both, yeah. I can force both. Okay, that's good news. And we're drawing Magic. That's kind of dead to play. I mean, it costs 1. Oh, okay, so this is gonna be some Surfer stuff. I have no disruption for that, so I have to win on power, which I don't think we do, right? So this is Onslaught. We pull the Onslaught. We become the Iron Man. We dump all this. I don't think it's enough, dude. This is a ton of power. I don't think it's gonna be enough to beat Surfer. They don't have like Surfer and Odin, I guess, but if there's a Gambit too, like things get really weird. So yeah, I mean, maybe it's Hazmat we're okay because they won't expect the Luke Cage. Oh, it might be Hazmat Surfer. That would actually be so sick. Oh my god, dude. Oh, please rely on the Hazmat, bro. Please rely on the Hazmat. Oh my god, please. Oh, I can't wait for them to play Hazmat and see this Luke Cage come down, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. No! Victory! They're so worried about the Anti-Venom. He's winning the game here. I mean, we might have won anyway, but they're just like, what do they have? You know, your mind says Onslaught, Iron Man, scary stuff. Ooh, Anti-Venom. It's cool looking, dude. I think some of these symbiotes get a little too crazy in their designs, like a little too try to get spicy, you know. And it's like, this one's pretty simple. It's just inverse. It's the Mr. Negative of Ventum. It's Anti-Venom even. Whoa, wild. Yeah, I mean, I think we still want to go Iron Lad first, right? It's well, with this particular deck setup, I don't actually know. It may not be better. It's like Sarah and Ramona are technically a little better, right? Because you want to get them down immediately. So when you have both, well, okay, that's even one less card. I mean, I guess Magic is also better because of Dream Dimension, which also makes Jubilee better. So yeah, I mean, I really do think Iron Lad is just superior. I have trouble thinking of decks and scenarios where I don't like Iron Lad more. There are some, like, you know, a Galactus being 0 could be cool because it's like more surprising or whatever. Okay, Magic is nice. Do we go Anti-Venom here, or do we want to get... Yeah, we probably do, don't we? We could go ahead and get an Iron Man down. Then you sometimes have... Like, if we go for Iron Man here, you have, like, Onslaught on 6, Mystique on 7, but only Jubilee would be able to get you a Tribunal. If you draw it naturally, you're kind of cooked. So I think, actually, yeah, let's just play an Anti-Venom. It's fine. Let's just get some numbers here. Like, Tribunal's obviously the hit we're looking for, because we need to be able to play a Tribunal, clearly, but...
I definitely...
Because right now we want to go, like, Iron Man, Onslaught right, because that's where all our power basis is, and then... You know, Tribunal wherever, left mid, something like that. So, oh, sick animation! I haven't seen it yet. That's sick. It's the Tribunal, baby. Let's go. Okay, yeah, no, this is pretty great. I mean, again, I don't really expect a Destroy deck to have disruption, so this is just about power totals, which they're gonna be pretty high because Anti-Venom is a solid body, Iron Lad's a solid body. We're gonna be at what, 1420, which is really 4080. We're gonna have another 12 is 92, so we're gonna be kind of 31 across the board. It's beatable. I'm not gonna say that's not beatable because it's absolutely beatable. Oh, I didn't count the Ravona as well. I guess that's a bit of a bonus too. It's gonna be 32 across the board is what I said, or 33. Which was it? 31 into 32, right? Null is big, but not crazy big. This is totally fine math right now, right? We're chill.
The mystery intrigues.
Luke Cage coming in clutch. Thank you, Luke. 30. Oh, it stayed 31. Easy way either way. How did Ravona? We went to, oh, I guess we went to 94, which doesn't change the, yeah, that's 31.33 instead of 30.66. So even though you gain 2, we don't change the rounding any. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, Howard Anti-Venom, but again, the Iron Lad Anti-Venom debate sparks. You can't, like, you don't cut Iron Lad just to put in Anti-Venom, right? Like, I think they both belong. There are instances, I swear, we haven't seen them, but there are going to be instances where you have Anti-Venom and you're happy about it, and you don't have Iron Lad in hand, so. I think, I'm not actually, I wouldn't say with 100% confidence, I think Anti-Venom makes this deck notably better, but, you know, I think he's fine in it. He fits. Oh, I should have just played in Kamar-Taj, by the way. I don't even think we benefit at all from Kamar-Taj, except Jubilee, I guess. So Luke Cage is at least a good turn 3 play. We'll have some turn 4 guidance on Venom or Lad. Really just looking for that Venom to hit like an Onslaught or whatever. I think that's always the dream. Hercules. Okay, Sokovia. Oh, not the fun new card. Why are you killing the fun new card? No, might have been the best card to hit realistically, right? But kind of sad it hit the fun new card. They lost the Juggernaut, which is a potentially very disruptive play for me. Miles just getting played out. Okay, Superflow enabling them a little bit here. So, okay, Iron Lad Onslaught is actually nutty good. Okay. I don't expect him to have a lot of stuff that moves my cards. Like, we saw Juggernaut, but Hercules doesn't really imply that too much. I think usually this is going to be okay. Now, we don't currently have a magic, so if we go... We kind of just have to go like, oh my god, I was wrong. Oh my god, well, okay, that didn't do much. No, wait, what? Of course. That's really funny. Not that we care. I'm much happier to see that. But I will say, like, a Magneto becomes really annoying, doesn't it? We have no magic. Like Magneto just pulls this away. It might be okay. We might be able to. Like, can I win without a Magneto? Can I do a weird like anti-Magneto thing? I don't know, man. They don't have Magneto. It's fine. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. They want to pull the Magneto mid. So there's a part of me that wants to just put Tribunal here. It's weird because it's like the wrong thing to do, right? It's not right. But part of me wants to. Raven.
I am Iron Man.
Okay. You don't want to play the Magneto left because of the Hercules, right? So you would play Magneto mid. If they do that, if they pull Iron Man here, I got 11. That's 22. Like, don't I win right and left? This is not where this goes. Like, obviously, in a real world, this goes here. I'm just thinking about Magneto specifically. Oh, wait, we actually don't win mid if there's a Magneto here, you idiot, because what do we have? 12, oh no, 6, 11, 17, 20, and another 11 is 31, is 10 across the board. So yeah, you actually lose to Magneto here. Okay, so you can't really... Can I win a tiebreaker if I do this? Magneto here and Iron Lad this way, they're up 15. What are we up? We're at 9 is 1836. We're up 24. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, they didn't play him.
Behold my mighty hand.
Oh, dude, wait, what? No, dude, no, dude, no. Cannonball's not a Magneto, dude. Wait! Hercules! I can't believe it. This Hercules is an absolute baller, dude. Why is Hercules in their deck where they're moving my cards? Most of those only benefit once per turn. You know, like Craven kind of does. You know, Hercules, you usually put in decks where you're like trying to scale up your own stuff by bouncing it around like crazy, like daggers and all that stuff. But a move them deck, a push deck like this, doesn't usually benefit much from Hercules, I don't think. And you can see the I got so big brain, dude. It hurt us, but we won. That's amazing. That's really funny. Oh god, intern. Oh, oh my god, I thought I had intern. I'm so sorry. I just barely heard the sound through my headset sitting next to me. Ravona's fine. Yeah, just glad to get stuff down early. Jubilee left could really thin this deck a ton too, which is nice. Then we can still play left after Bifrost resolves. So clearly this is an Arishem deck. Oh. Let's just turn that off. Yeah, that's fine. I don't even really mind it. We'd fill it up pretty fast anyway and not be sad, you know? We don't really care about positioning or whatever. Oh, Wiccan, but they missed turn 1. That's good news. This is sick looking. Like, he looks really cool with a white glow. That's nice. Ooh, cheap Iron Man. Yeah, Jubilee here has really no risk, right? I mean, I guess Mystique is kind of a risk. Kind of a downside. Everything else is pretty solid. But I just like making sure I draw all my cards. If we keep Mystique in the deck in particular, like, forget it. You know, the dream here is like, what, Sarah, Anti-Venom into Iron Lad or something? I don't even know. Oh, this is gonna go off twice. Nothing matters, I guess. Yeah, it's Howard, of course. That's actually fine. Like we said, the goal is to thin the deck, so not a problem at all. Anti-Venom here, pretty good. This shouldn't do anything on Kamertage, right? Shouldn't matter. It's gonna hit Sarah. Sarah on 6. Like, I guess we'll definitely play it because it's free, and then it's gonna be like what? Actually, do I have time for that? Like, if I'm looking at this, you hit Sarah on 6. We play Sarah. We can't play everything, dude. I don't think we have time for that, right? If it were Iron Lad Sarah, it'd be a lot better. Yeah, this is gonna get kind of stuck. I think we have to go ahead and load up the Iron Man. I'm definitely a little nervous about disruption.
Kneel before the Galactus.
Okay, well now we don't need to play Tribunals. That does make life a little different, doesn't it? If they don't have disruption, I mean, Onslaught, Mystique here, we're gonna get Mystique. Oh no, well, we're not gonna get Mystique because it's the Limbo's turned off, so it's really just Onslaught.
Iron Man.
So now they have a Goliath. We're kind of cooked, right? Well, maybe not. Eliath puts him at 16. We would go to 14. Like, this actually beats Eliath because you go to 18. Like, this beats anything except Eliath. This only goes to 14 for Eliath. I wonder if you just play the biggest guy to beat Eliath here, because you just need the numbers. You don't care about the like, you know, Enchantress or Rogue or something. This is worse to get. Well, same difference, I guess, really. Yeah, let's play against Eliath. I think that's the most likely outcome. This is actually not as good against this.
Such
Sadly. It would have beat us anyway, though. We only would have gone to 28, so. Blob on the Comertage is so big that you can't really beat it anyway. Crazy game. That was a wild Galactus. Oh, this ant is very big and fat. We need some discounts. Or cheap cards too. Magic is good. Magic is good. I don't think Hellfire Club matters, but currently the target's a turn off either way, I think. Atlantis we can actually benefit from. Oh, Shuri's Lab we can benefit from too, but I think the opponent might benefit more because of Deadpool and Venom scaling. So let's just turn off this magic before it gets in our way. They might actually benefit this turn, unfortunately, but yeah, sort of, right? Sort of.
I need to change my underwear.
It's not like the crazy benefit we were worried about. I think Agony does not go into the Carnage. Yeah, it doesn't. Kind of wasted the Agony there. I mean, they still got a nice big Carnage out of it, so they're not mad. I wouldn't say wasted the Agony. It had potential to do more, I guess. Let's put it that way. Yeah, Iron Lad. Honestly, no, we don't benefit from any of these cards now. This is an instance where I do actually like the Anti-Venom better than the Iron Lad. Do we put this here because it might be a good body? I mean, ultimately, you kind of want Iron Man, Mystique, and more, but yeah, I think this is actually a better Anti-Venom. Rare treat. Yeah, so we see this Deadpool would be 8 already if we kept up Shuri's Lab. Thank God that magic saved us there. Iron Man, obviously the best hit there. Jubilee is interesting. Something like Sarah's probably okay here. Will we have anything that costs 1? Ravona will cost 1, but that doesn't really need to go there anyway. That's not a stack lane card. Okay, we could also, though, put the Onslaught on the Sarah next turn as well, so that might be better. This Jubilee is the downside on the Jubilee, of course, is that like if this grabs an Iron Man that we desperately need, it can't go into the right spot, you know. That's the challenge on these always. So this makes Iron Man giga cheap, makes Tribunal giga cheap. We can go Tribunal, Iron Man, worst case. That's pretty good. Iron Lad, well timed, could give me an Iron Man somewhere else, like over here, I guess, too. So yeah, we have some plays. We're actually going to end up with maybe Jubilee mid, which sucks, but well, whatever, I guess. I don't know. They might just pull in a Luke Cage, and that's all that matters. Killmonger, okay. It's not too scary. Deadpool up to 8. They're giving Deadpool like extra turns to cycle here, but it doesn't seem like they're benefiting all that much. This deck, you often have the privilege a little bit of just kind of ignoring what your opponent is doing. You know, oh no, I can't play Mystique there. No, I forgot. Oh, so sad, dude. Like we said, though, this is still kind of fine. Mystique just becomes Iron. I did do that right? Iron Man, right? Yeah. Thankfully, like we said, the Anti-Venom lane is actually pretty strong. So this Mystique Iron Man still pretty nuts. Like normally you'd be way better to Mystique and Onslaught. Of course, you'd have a billion power, but this still works out pretty great. Luke Cage here would be a small, tiny bonus to us as well. Like the tiniest bonus. Those are big Carnages. They're eating some pretty big stuff. And this is definitely not enough to beat us. I'm not worried, but it's from a line standpoint here, like, I don't know.
I definitely need to change
they were all in
my
on these
underwear.
Carnages, and it's not going to be nearly enough.
I am Iron Man.
This deck definitely, yeah. I mean, again, this is actually pretty solid Anti-Venom because it's like just feeding this Mystique. It's just numbers at that point, you know? The Hellfire Club commitment, though, does hurt us, dude. I'm sad. Hey, Luke Cage comes in. Nice. We get 1 point of bonus, which didn't actually impact anything on board, sadly. That's unfortunate, man. Aw. Heyo, Howard and Anti-Venom, what a pair. Like they were made for each other. They're in love. Iron Lad right now. Okay. It's really just about whether this lines up on turn 4 or 5, and which one of these do you like better. I mean, it seems like every time I've had Anti-Venom, we've also had Iron Lad, and it's been, it's let's just say it has not favored Anti-Venom much. Kiln does suck. I wish we got a magic to turn this off, but it's gonna be Mystique. We could maybe Iron Lad a magic here if we hit it. Oh yes, the opponent's looking out for us. Nice. Now that gives us somewhere to play stuff, because Jotunheim's not the ideal spot to play stuff for sure. So it's Luke Cage. Probably prefer that on an Iron Lad than an Anti-Venom right now. We do like Luke Cage, okay? Makes the Anti-Venom better. Opponent might be playing a very similar deck to us. We do not have a Super Scroll in this deck. That is something you do sometimes see in these. So see, Anti-Venom here, like hitting the Sarah, it's just not that meaningful. Like we play the Sarah on 6, but we don't have time to do everything we want, you know? Like you play Sarah, it's on 6. She does cost 0, so I guess you can still play like Tribunal. Maybe that is actually okay. Sarah goes here, Tribunal goes here. Yeah, no, that's actually fine. I take it back. That's still pretty great. Still pretty great. Without Onslaught right now, like if we had an Onslaught decision, that would maybe change things a little bit. Okay, this is a long deck. Now that makes me nervous. I'm nervous again. It's Jubilee next turn, which we don't, that doesn't matter. It's just these two always, right? They're gonna be really cheap, so we can go Luke as well to buff that Sarah up a little bit. Is this Wong gonna be like Gambit? Ravona doesn't really point to Gambit specifically, because Gambit's, you know, it points more to like Ironheart, Sage, that sort of stuff. So I don't know what to expect.
The mystery intrigues me.
Yeah, oh yeah, the Luke. That's fine. Mystique. Oh god, dude, I'm so nervous. It might still be Gambit. Like this might just be for like Mystique, basically.
I am
god,
Iron Man.
And Wong, what is going on over here, dude? I am so scared. They've really got me spooked, guys. Onslaught here does not do anything. Dude, do we know it's Onslaught? No, it's magic. Okay, so if we actually knew it was Onslaught, you'd be better off doing this, right? This would be insane. But it's not Onslaught. We know for a fact it's not Onslaught, so we're just better off doing this. Any reason to go double Luke Cage? I don't know, man. Jubilee pulls magic. It's the same amount of power, so I guess Luke Cage just makes more sense for Jotunheim, doesn't he? But we have one already, but just in case they destroy it somehow or something. They're only playing 2 cards. My god, dude, what is happening? What's this gonna be, dude? I don't know. What's it gonna be? I'm so scared. What's it gonna be? Gambit, Onslaught's weird. You know, it's gotta be an on reveal somewhere. Jane. Was this just, oh, this was maybe just negative that missed, I'm realizing now. Oh, dude, I got all caught up in the like potential for like Anti-Venom shenanigans, but maybe this is just negative that missed. Jane in particular points that way. I mean, they got very big here with the Iron Man, of course, but didn't get big enough elsewhere.
Victory.
Yeah. Not a bad game for us, yeah. I mean, if that Jubilee in particular was able to hit an Onslaught, we would have been monstrously big, I think.